Greetings and welcome to the weekly update. I wanted to touch base a little bit on the all-staff meeting. I thought that was a really great time. I thought it was great conversation, good discussion, and always great to see your faces. I am really appreciative that we got to see all the faces and everybody was engaged and eager to have their faces on there and have the conversations and the chat. That was really fun. And so I wanted to say thanks again for a great all-staff meeting. Looks like we can maybe try to have those a little bit more often. Wouldn't that be great? Also wanted to give you a quick little update on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Group. They are making good headway. We are looking at how we can hire staff with bilingual capabilities. We are looking at what are the things that we can do to maybe provide better bilingual marketing to our members, our employees, those things for our organization. And so we've also looked at how we can be more inclusive inside our organization. We'll be able to come out with some good topics of change and adjustments to our organization on how we can be more diverse, equitable, and inclusive. Today I wanted to talk about why do I give to the United Way. And so when I first started in the financial industry, United Way was something I knew a little bit about. Somebody came and spoke about it at work. And I just said, okay, let's do payroll deduction. And the best way I did payroll deduction was the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. I had young kids at the time, and I'm like, well, if I give $1 a pay period, that means I will sign up Morgan, my oldest, and she'll get a book every month. And every time I had a kid, I bumped that up $1 a pay period, and ultimately, you guys know, 6 kids, I couldn't afford it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I just kept on bumping it up. And then if I can afford it for my kids, how can I help afford it for other kids? And so for me, Dolly Parton Imagination Library was a really important part of why I started giving to the United Way. And then, I looked at where else could I donate money. And so over the years, I used United Way to donate money to Ironwood, Springs Christian Ranch, my church, Habitat for Humanity, because United Way takes it out of my payroll before taxes. It just makes it easy. I don't have to think about it, and they can disperse it to the other nonprofits that I'm passionate about. But I want to tell you a little bit more about the United Way. Obviously, I'm their board chair, but I'm not their board chair because United Way is the only nonprofit I have passion about. But they have definitely became one of the nonprofits I am very passionate about, and being as involved as I am, I get to see what they do for this community. And the beautiful thing about that is during these tough times, they have been there in the community for people and making sure other nonprofits are surviving COVID pandemic. And so they've put together an immediate response to help other nonprofits in this Olmsted County community to make sure that they survive. And they lead that charge, and they know how to be aware of what the needs are of the community. They then put together a Meadow Park initiative last year, which there's a police officer on our board. And he said, this was actually 2 years ago. I'm sorry, I apologize about that. But the Meadow Park initiative was put into place 2 years ago. And because of the United Way's initiative in the Meadow Park region, they have made more advances in helping that community than the Rochester Police Force has been able to do in the 20 years previously. So by United Way pooling the other nonprofits together and making a difference in a community, has more of effect than the police department. And the police department has been so appreciative of the United Way because of all the positive things that they have seen done in that community. So that's one of the other ones, and I just dropped my notes, but that's all right, I can handle this. The other things that they have done in 2020 is they have a COVID response for people that need hotspots and laptops. They have put together a response for those students that don't have the means, that need access to technology so they can do schooling. they've put together a response to that. And then you guys all are aware of this, especially you with parents. How do you help manage your kids, right, when you're home working or you have to go to work and school's not there? And so they've been working with other nonprofit organizations and providing funding. And that's one of the things, a huge part of United Way, right? They provide funding to these organizations that have been there helping parents, and kind of like the Y, or there's been a couple others that have sprouted up. And so United Way has been there to provide funding for those other nonprofit organizations. And so that's why do I give the United Way? That's why, because they are aware of what's going on in the community. They do a really good job of making sure that they take care of the community needs, and they're there. And so I just encourage you guys, start a little and raise it as you can afford more. That's how I did it, and now I give my fair share, and I don't second guess it because I know it's going for good things, and so that's why I give to the United Way. Hoping everybody a healthy and safe weekend and Thanksgiving week. I know it's going to be a little different than we've typically gotten to deal with in the past, social distancing and things like that. But know that your work family is here for you. We're here to guide you in the ways that we can guide you, be there for an ear, listen as much as we can, and know that our members need that too. And so what can we be doing for them as well? So I just want to thank you guys for all your hard work during this interesting year of 2020. It's soon to come to an end, and hopefully 2021 will be a much better year than 2020. And just thank you for everything you guys do, and we appreciate you, and we'll be in touch with more updates. Have a great day.